Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Transfermarkt TV. My name is Casper Pop and today we're going to take a closer look to Real Madrid and their lack of defense if Sergio Ramos is not extending his contract. So one of the names that popped up is David Alaba, who just announced that he's going to leave Bayern Munich. But we have some other names on the list. One of them is Pau Torres. So he's a possible replacement. So the former Liverpool target David Carmo of FC Braga as well, Jules Kounde of Sevilla and Pau Torres. According to information acquired by Golden Spox, Real Madrid are considering the signing of the 24-year-old centre-back from Villarreal. The Madrilenians are said to be scouting the Spaniard at 50 million euros, the most valuable player in the squad for some time. Torres, who has not missed a minute in the league this season, plays alongside Ramos in the national team. Torres' contract at Villarreal runs until 2024 with an exit clause of 50 million euros. As a result of his Spain debut in November 2019, his hat increased by another 15 million euros, a sum that Real Madrid are not probably willing nor able to pay, though Villarreal are no financial need, so I see no reason why they should lower the price. Another potential replacement could be David Carmo, as I said. The 21-year-old Portuguese rose through the ranks at FC Braga and became a regular last season. According to Madrid-based Daily AS, Carmo is now at Real's shortlist. Left-footed Carmo has an exit clause of 40 million in his contract, which was extended until 2025 in November, around 5 times his current market value of 8.5 million euros. According to a report, Braga already rejected an 80 million bid from AS Roma last summer, and Liverpool also made an offer in the winter, following injury problems in their defense. The deal looked to be already done, but when Reds wanted to agree an option to buy of 20 million in addition to loan fee of 4 million, Braga demanded 25 million euros. The English title holders signed Ozan Kabak from Schalke 04 instead. Everton are lining up another move for Adrien Rabiot over the summer, reports the Daily Mail. The Toffees were linked with a deal last summer, and Carlo Ancelotti is keen on the 25-year-old midfielder who is currently on the books of Juventus and will make an offer worth £26 million. Manchester United are reportedly prepared to bid for Sevilla's Jules Kounde in their search for a new defensive star. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has failed to create a backline worthy of a serious title challenge, with the Red Devils conceding more goals than Brighton, Burnley and Arsenal this season so far. Former defender Gary Neville recently described the partnership between Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof as a big problem, but the £80 million club captain likely to partner any new addition. A potential move for RB Leipzig Dayot Upamecano was ended by him agreeing to sign for Bayern Munich. Therefore, a move for fellow French centre-back Kounde is thought to be on the radar. According to Spanish outlet La Razón, United are preparing a £61 million bid for the 22-year-old. So, with Thomas Tuchel now in charge for a few weeks at Chelsea, it looks like that he wants to bring in more German players. And one of the names on the top of his list is definitely Bayern Munich's Niklas Süle. So, his contract with FC Bayern ends in 2022. The departure in the summer is under discussion, so some top clubs have already taken the first steps. Niklas Süle is facing a difficult decision for the central defender. It is either a contract extension or a farewell to Bayern Munich. So far, there is no clear trend for the 25-year-old, but the European representatives are already positioning themselves. Several top clubs are interested, reports the Abendzeitung. According to the Munich local paper, Chelsea FC in particular are intensely courting Süle. So there's already a large group of German players like Werner, Rüdiger and Havertz. So Tuchel also contacted Gladbach's Ronald Hernandez to find out if he's interested in a possible move to Chelsea. The 20-year-old right winger and Tuchel know each other from the time together at Dortmund. His contract expires in 2023, but he's probably willing to leave earlier after already 5 years at Gladbach. His new market value after the update is at 60 million euros. Major League Soccer side CF Montreal are in danger of losing head coach Thierry Henry. English outlet Sky and the Mirror reported on Wednesday that Henry has been in contact with AFC Bournemouth, the championship side sacked manager Jason Tindall 2 weeks ago and have since been linked with a number of managers including Patrick Vieira, John Terry and David Wagner. It would be a quick departure from Major League Soccer for Henry. The former Arsenal legend joined the Major League Soccer side in November 2019 and in 29 games in charge managed points per match average of 1.07. Major League Soccer side Inter Miami CF are in the final stages of signing English centre-back Ryan Shawcross, the first reported by the Stoke Sentinel on the weekend. News has been confirmed on Wednesday by Telegraph reporter John Percy. Percy tweeted on Wednesday that Shawcross and Stoke City had come to terms to terminate the remainder of his contract. The 33-year-old is under contract until the summer, but has featured just twice in the Championship this season and is currently out with COVID-19. Shawcross is widely considered as one of Stoke's best ever signings. Brought on from Manchester United for just €1.5 million in January 28, the defender has played 453 games across all competitions for Stoke and made 25 goals and 16 assists. And we are staying in the States and at the Major League Soccer. So the Atlanta United just confirmed the signing of Ronald Hernandez. The 23-year-old Venezuelan international team player made 17 games, joins the Major League Soccer side on loan from Scottish Premiership side Aberdeen FC until the end of 2021. Hernandez joined Aberdeen from Stabæk in January 2020, but the 23-year-old right back has struggled for playing time in Scotland this season and has managed just 4 appearances. A physical and high-energy fullback, Hernandez wanted playing time to secure a spot in Venezuela's national team. 13-time Italian international Luca Antonelli has found a new club after being without a club for around 4.5 months. Most recently under contract with Empoli, the 34-year-old left-back has now signed with Miami FC until the end of November 2021. The Florida club plays in the second-tier USLC. The deal is now official. Pepe will join Porto from Grêmio next summer. Both clubs confirmed the transfer on Thursday. The 23-year-old will sign a contract until 2026 at the Liga NOS club and have a 70 million exit clause. According to both clubs, the fee for the winger will be around 15 million euros. Grêmio will also receive 12.5% of any profit generated by any future transfers. Until now, only 4 transfers for the 21-22 season were more expensive. And as we all clearly can see, Luis Suarez is having a real good time at Atletico Madrid and being the top goal scorer of the league. And despite his advancing age, Luis Suarez has by no means had enough of top European football. The 34-year-old Uruguayan considers himself to be still playing at a high level at Spanish league leaders Atletico Madrid and would like to decide for himself when it is time for him to call it a day. And Suarez makes it clear that moment is likely to be some way off. I still feel like I'm enjoying this moment at that I'm in today. I'm still football's elite. The leader of La Liga NOS scoring charts told ESPN. Marco Verratti did not actually want to join Paris Saint-Germain in the first place and later almost ended up at FC Barcelona. This was revealed by his former long-time agent Donato Di Campli, who transferred the midfielder to PSG in 2012 and talked to the Catalans about a move a few years later in an interview with L'Equipe. At the time, Verratti had found it immensely difficult to leave his hometown club Delfino Pescara. In addition to PSG, Napoli were apparently also interested. So on July 7, 2017, Verratti distanced himself from his agent in a video and committed to PSG, according to Di Campli, because the Parisian asked to do it after he advised his client to move to Barca. Di Campli went into detail. PSG are one of the biggest clubs in the world, but they play in a weak league. I told Marco that if he wanted to become a champion, he had to change his attitude. Nothing against PSG, but it's easier at Bayern, Barca or Real. I was one of Marco's staff. I advised him on what I thought was best, but the decision was his. Verratti's contract at the Serie A champions is currently running until 2024. Quarantine Tolisso just can't seem to catch a break. Per Bild, the Frenchman has just suffered an injury in training, which puts him at risk of missing games against Eintracht Frankfurt and Lazio. With the midfield already looking thin, Bayern Munich seemed to be getting an injury crisis at exactly the wrong time. How Tolisso injured himself isn't exactly clear, since the training session was carried out behind closed doors. However, a loud scream was heard from the Frenchman and he apparently had to be driven off the pitch in a golf cart. Bayern have yet not commented on the incident. In the focus section, we have Kylian Mbappé, Erling Haaland, Messi, Raúl and Premier League side Man City. But first of all, we're gonna take a look at PSG superstar Kylian Mbappé. And he's only the second player after Andrei Shevchenko to score a hat-trick in the Champions League against Barca at Camp Nou. Shevchenko did so in November 1997. with Dynamo Kiev with a 4-0 win. Barca's 1-4 was Barca's second home defeat this season with 3 or more goals conceded. That's as many as in the last 20 seasons in all competitions combined. So Messi's record equaled by Raúl. So he has now scored a goal in the Champions League for the 17th consecutive calendar year, as has the Spaniard. And Erling Haaland has set a new Champions League record. He is the first player to score 18 goals in first 13 Champions League matches. The fastest player to score 10 goals for the club. Only needed 7 Champions League games to do so at BVB. The record before was Roy Mackay at FC Bayern in the season 2003 and 2004 with 10 games and 10 goals. Man City managed to have 10 Premier League wins in a row at the start of the year, and that is a new record. They won 3-1 against Everton last night's catch-up game. So the first English Premier League club in history to win the first 10 games of a calendar year. And of course, last but not least, we have the statistic of the day for you. And it's the most valuable free transfers. And on the 5th spot, we have former Wales national team captain Aaron Ramsey with a market value of 40 million, who went from Arsenal to Juventus. And on the 4th spot is Stefan de Vrij with a market value of 40 million from Lazio to Inter. On the 3rd spot is 23-year-old Leon Goretzka, who went to Bayern from Schalke, winning the triple with the team last year. On the 2nd spot is Robert Lewandowski, who was at that time for BVB the top scorer. In that season, he made 28 goals in all competitions. And on top spot is now David Alaba. So we don't know where he's going after 13 years at the Rekordmeister. He has a market value at the moment of 55 million euros. So, but there are 2 that might be ahead of him. So it's a Messi or Gianluigi Donnarumma. Messi with 8 million and Donnarumma with 60 million. So we will see what comes in the future. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Have a lovely weekend. See you around. Bye bye.